Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Shankar.
How are you?
Doing good. I was just texting my mother.
Oh, really? When
hmm
is Mother's Day? Is that sometime soon?
Yeah. Is it Sunday?
I think I see a lot of it online. We better find out when that
We
is.
should find out.
We get in trouble otherwise.
Yeah. Actually, I was born on Mother's Day
Oh,
originally.
really? Well, is it the same date or is it more like a pattern each year?
It's a pattern. It's like some
Okay.
Sunday, first or second Sunday of the month. And it happened to fall on my birthday that day.
Well, hopefully our audience is a little bit more knowledgeable than we are. And if you know when Mother's Day is, hey, you know what to do. Put it in the
Drop us a
comments.
comment. So,
Well, what is our topic today? Let me blend it in.
yeah, our topic is the Free Market Medical Association Conference, and
Mhm,
that's coming up May 12th through the 14th. So that'll be next week, next Thursday through Saturday, I believe. It's an
mhm,
annual conference. It's taking place in Fort Worth, Texas. So fortunately, we don't have to travel that far,
right.
but it is going to be all of the associations around the world, the local chapters around the United States that make up this wonderful movement that's called the free market.
Free Market Medical Association, which essentially the three of us co-founded the chapter here
Mhm.
in San Antonio with Dr. Roger Mochi Gemba. And of course, the question begs, what is the free market medical association what is the free market as it pertains to healthcare?
Okay, so we know the prices of everything, the prices of pharmaceuticals, the prices to visit your doctor or get a procedure, a surgery. It's just way out of hand. We
Mhm,
know that you just know you're like Neo in the Matrix, like something's just not right. That was actually their theme last year,
mhm,
was, escaping the Matrix, the healthcare Matrix. And so why is that? It's because healthcare is the least competitive industry, period. There's no transparency. And when there is no transparency, there's no competition. So if there is no competition, I mean, you can charge whatever you want, and there's nothing that you can do about it as a consumer. But if you demand a price, a fair price, and if you demand, once you do that, then you start to make competition. And where there's competition, then you can lower the price of any good. But
mhm,
so yeah, the free market. First of all, the implicit the what happens implicitly is that you're treating healthcare as a product or a good or a service. And so it kind of starts there. I guess I'll let you pick it up because I'm sure you have some thoughts as well.
well, my thoughts are we have an amazing in-house video producer and we did quite a nice video for this conference, so I think I'm just going to show that. What do you think about that?
Actions speak louder than words, videos
Mhm.
speak louder than words.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Days, with the insurance plans that are available, your deductible is so high that you're practically functionally uninsured for most procedures.
The Free Market Medical Association is an organization that's the whole purpose is to help fight the high cost of healthcare through price transparency.
We have moved away from the traditional insurance and gone to more of a self-insured model, try to give the employees some more options.
Traditionally, folks go to the doctor or the hospital and they don't know what it's going to cost. How did we get to that point, right?
Patients ask me, what's it going to cost? And I don't know. I get frustrated with all that stuff.
I went to medical school to become a doctor, and it can get so confusing and frustrating with the other parties involved.
What we're doing, it shines a light on this new model that most people have never heard of.
I get excited and passionate about showing employers an affordable way to do it.
Well, to me, it just makes a lot of sense to have a relationship with a doctor that's getting paid to keep you healthy as opposed to a program to just pay bills.
I'm really excited to see what Dr. Mochi Gemba has to say at the conference. He has been a leader here in San Antonio, really spearheaded this thing.
What we're doing at the MMA is going to continue to grow because people are always going to find what they need. That's the American way.
Yeah, there we have it. So a lot packed into that video clip. What stood out to you, Andrea?
I mean, where do I begin? I think definitely like I said, the fact that Dr. Rogers starts off with the fact that we're trying to deal with price transparency right off the bat, and or that Dr. Havercorn says that most people are basically functionally uninsured. And because people don't really know what that means, it means that even if I have insurance, it won't cover me. And I have had so many personal experiences with just it being a nightmare trying to deal with insurance. And it's just really such a minefield of problems. And yeah, I don't know. That wasn't really the best. I don't know. I was thinking of so many things. And yeah, what about you? What stood out to you?
Well, I think I would say, the fact that we saw a website blended in there that had specific prices for very
Oh, yeah.
specific medical interventions. That is, of course, Dr. Roger Mochigemba's website with DirectMed Clinic, directmedclinic.com. You can go there and look at what you pay if you're a member of theirs, what you pay for a specific lab, what you pay for a specific intervention. And that's hard to find, but it is the essential component of a free market and of capitalism that works. Is you need to know what you are supposed to pay for a service that you're interested in. I mean, we always take that analogy of air travel. Would you imagine flying to somewhere, and first of all, it would depend on which credit card you hold. The credit card could be the insurance card, right? Depending on which credit card you hold, you have a different rate for your airfare, which wouldn't be acceptable. And then what is even crazier is during the flight, you'll be told, well, once we arrive, depending what the air hostess had to do for you, we'll see what it will cost, right? So that's really what the Free Market Medical Association is trying to fight in simple terms. And by the way, another website that I always have to mention, River City OMS, which is Dr. Havercorn's website. That is another brilliant example of an oral maxillofacial surgeon who just puts up his pricing. I know you had to get 3 wisdom teeth extractions done, and we used his services. Very, very great, because we knew upfront pricing, including the cost for the anesthesiologist, right? Because that is very often an unknown. And then the other thing that stood out to me is that in this video, we had a prominent entrepreneurial figure in San Antonio, Bill Cox, with the president of Cox Manufacturing. And he, as a large employer, understands how the principles of free market medicine can be implemented into his business, and he can give more affordable, high quality access to his employees. And I believe that is the key of the conference, right? Is that a focus this year is showing employers how they can utilize free market.
So they are dedicated to, so this event is dedicated to direct care strategies and adopting free market principles in healthcare. So it's 3 days of insights, networking, and entertainment with a dedicated group of clinicians, business leaders, and solution firms working to increase transparency, affordability, and access in healthcare. And there are a lot of breakout sessions. There is, let's see, on the second day, which of course the first day is always the introduction and the opening reception. And on the second day, there is, you've got a lot of different people that are going to talk to you about purchasers making offers that can't be refused. And they do that by showing a lot of data of what happens when employers adopt these free market principles. And you have to really be forward thinking to get away from the typical trend of how healthcare is sold to you, particularly on the business side, because there's a lot of third parties that just have their interests and there's a lot to gain out of it. So it's going to be really interesting to hear and see what the numbers are, what the data shows, why it's going to be worth their while. And then they talk about the evolution and trends with Zach Holdsworth, who is the CEO and co-founder of Hint Health, which is an EHR. And I think you said something about them servicing like 75% of the direct primary care clinics in all of the US. So that'll be really interesting. And then we've got these brokers that get it, that really understand how and where insurance fit, how and where cash pay fits, the solutions for groups. And that's actually going to be Eagle Care Health Solutions. That's going to talk about that briefly in one of their spotlights. They are a sponsor. And so you've just got like all of these, I think like a well-rounded group that is dedicated to showing you with actual data how these things work and not just a bunch of strategy talk. So I think that will be something to really look forward to, particularly on Friday, because Dr. Roger will also be leading a breakout session, and we've worked with him so long, we know these strategies work. And he'll be speaking with Alison D. Paoli of Altic. And so I kind of probably went a little longer than planned, but I'm interested in seeing this integration of insurance as well. And
Right.
If you're not able to physically go in person to Fort Worth, you can still sign up virtually for a ticket. Go to fmma.org/events, and you'll be able to find it.
Perfect. Well, let's pivot into something slightly different, which is more of a self-serving thing maybe, but hey, gotta love yourself, right? Let's grow together in Shanks Club. Shanks.club is $7 a month, and it is our approach to helping everyone who cannot afford our big agency fees. We'll pack in a bunch of software discounts. For example, right now, we have access to a lifetime discount for online pictures. Like if you want to have high quality pictures at a very, very, very low rate at a one-time fee, you would have to join Shanks.club to have access to that. Moreover, what we'll do is we will also be part of a community there where I post weekly training videos pertaining to brand, marketing, and just increasing sales for your business. So we'll finish today with a video about that. And thanks for joining our Shanks show here, and we'll see you tomorrow. So I'll play that, and then it's over for today. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.